Kieran Schumacher nearest us. Here we go then. Royal Ascot about to get underway. Rosalien coming forward, then just the two left. Richard.
Yes, and keep an eye on Diego Velasquez, who'll be last into stall one, having been withdrawn on his intended reappearance. Looks absolutely fantastic in his coat. That's it, Queen Anne Stakes, straight mile, Royal Ascot 2025, about to get underway. And they're off and racing. Docklands a little slow into stride. Lead Artist jumps out prominently, and Coudoir in the yellow colours. Carl Spackler in the early pace is not that strong. Dancing Gemini in the stripes. Rosalien, a notable speech, just lobbing along with Diego Velasquez. Lake Forest, Cairo, who got warm beforehand, and having missed the start, Docklands will have little trouble in recovering the ground to tack on the back of these very steadily run early stages of this Queen Anne. Being led by Coudoir in the yellow colours. Lead Artist, Pink Cap, Dancing Gemini, the striped colours, the tiger stripes, and Diego Velasquez with the big white face. The other white face of Carl Spackler, notable speech, just moving up amongst horses with Rosalien in the yellow colours, more towards the stand side. Behind those, on the outside, is Docklands of Lake Forest and Cairo as they're heading down towards halfway. Still sitting pretty, Coudoir out in front, yet to really press on. Lead Artist passive outside the leader in second. Dancing Gemini and Diego Velasquez. Notable speech tracks the leaders with Carl Spackler. Rosalien still well back in the field with Lake Forest. Docklands edges closer, and then Cairo. So the pace yet to really pick up. Lead Artist the first one to apply a bit of pressure to Coudoir. Behind these in the stripes is Dancing Gemini. Notable speech, Rosalien is now asked to improve. Notable speech just looking for a gap towards the far side. Carl Spackler as well, a notable speech has to come right around them. First one to commit is Docklands on the far side. Rosalien, Carl Spackler. Notable speech is rider. Drop the whip as they head towards the line. Rosalien and Docklands. Docklands narrowly. Second last year. One die this year. Very close. Docklands and Rosalien. Cairo in third. All went wrong for notable speech. Lake Forest, Carl Spackler. Lead Artist, Dancing Gemini. Diego Velasquez and Coudoir. Docklands and Mark Zara. Near side Rosalien. It is close. A drop of their heads. On even strides, Rosalien was just in front, but fighting back on the far side, Docklands. And it is very close. On the exchanges, Docklands is favoured at 1.25. Got to the front, was last away. Mark Zara grasped the nettle in a steadily run race. Rosalien was well back as well. This is going to be very, very close. Just before the line, Rosalien had got to the lead, but on the line, the dip favours Docklands. The Queen Anne is in the hands of the judge.
A Queen Anne that turned into a 2-furlong sprint, and you'll see Mark Zara whipless. How important that might have been. Docklands second last year. Is he first this time around? Jason, can you call it?
Well, my initial feeling was thrusting that Rosalien had come through, but when we watch again, he bobs now to go in front just before the line, but on the far side,
for first place in
it
first
feels
race.
as if...
First, number 5, Docklands.
Docklands has won the Queen Anne.
Third, number 1. And
Docklands for Harry Eustace has his third Royal Ascot winner, his first Group 1. And for Mark Zara, what a moment.
Well, as a jockey, when you lose your whip in a Group 1 like this and you end up winning, it's a relief, because who knows what, you know, how much more he would have fun with a backhander to go and win. He travelled well at the back, you know, they went slow, but they got racing maybe a little bit early. 6 in a line, 2-furlong sprint. You could see him, he was coming here to win, Jason. He gave him a backhander. He gave him one backhander. Oh, my God.
There it goes, and thankfully for him, he has responded, hasn't he? As Rosalien, the last one to challenge here. Heads up, heads down, Docklands.
You know, we have to spare a thought for here. He'll be watching at home. He was with us yesterday on the boat. Hayley Turner, she rode Docklands to finish second in this race last year, second to Charon. And here he is now partnered by Mark Zara, who's come all the way from Australia to ride him here. And he was one of the slowest away from the gates, actually, which is odd considering they didn't go a hugely strong tempo. And he's been able to just really get into a good fight with Rosalien and just get the better of the argument.
Hayley, if you're watching, I'm sure you're delighted as well. Docklands winning by a whisker. Rosalien denied on the near sides run a big race. Likewise, Cairo, who's finished in third place. Notable speech, looks like he's come forth. And what turned into just a sprint, didn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, like the first half of this race, they were going very, very steady. You know, there was nobody really wanted to make the run, and everybody looks like they were in the position they want to be, but it was so slowly run, and everybody got going at the 3 furlong. But the horses that were held up, they were the last to challenge, and they finished first and second.
What a thrilling way to start this meeting. Mark, just talk me through what happened, including the loss of the whip, the bob of the heads.
Everyone kept scaring about the whip rules. I thought it was easy just to throw it away at the 200, but it was a very slow speed. And I just crept as much as I could, and we just got room at the right time, and he burst through and just kept responding, and it was such a tough effort.
How's that for a Royal Ascot reception?
Well, I know most of them, but they're making the most noise of everyone. But yeah, amazing. What an amazing feeling.
Tell me about, for someone like you, to have a Royal Ascot winner, the opening race of the day, a race that so many people build up as one of the races of the meeting.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. I've got to thank Will Bourne, who sort of put me on the case. He goes, get on to Harry, the Docklands is going there, and ring him. So I rang Harry, and Harry's like, yeah, you can ride him, no problem. And so I rang Henry, and just the build-up's amazing. Look, the crowds here, it's just, one of the top moments of my career for sure.
What a moment as well for Michael. You ride this horse every day, is that right?
Yeah, I do now, yeah. I don't know what to say. It's shock. It's shock at this point.
Here's Harry as well. We're going to let them go back in and enjoy all this magnificent celebrations. Docklands nails Rosalian in the opener.
Hold on to your hat, Harry, and congratulations to you. And what a record this horse has at Ascot. He won the Britannia in 2023. He was second in this race last year. He's now done what Lord Glitters did in 2018 and 2019. From second